Hey, tubers, what's up? It's KK Fan 9 here. Just checking in. I have a day off today, so I'm just sitting here checking in YouTube and all that crap. And one thing that I wanted to point out is my emails have been blowing up a lot with new subscribers, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you all for subscribing, all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers that have stuck with me. Let's face it, I've had this account since I was like 14 years old, and if you go way back to what I was posting as a 14 and 15-year-old, was NASCAR crashes, simulations, and a couple other videos like that. So I just want to thank all the subscribers, man. I'm getting a whole bunch of new ones. Thank you for subscribing. I'll try to keep making videos. Your subscription is very, very important to me. Just wanted to point that out. If you guys notice, I'm not usually where I usually am, and there's a reason for that. The reason is this is my girlfriend's condo, and hopefully, with things working out the way it is, I hope to be moving in with my girlfriend like really soon. So that's what this is right now. It's a lot better than where I was. If you remember the last time I made a webcam video, I was in the basement. I was in a basement at Mom's house, and it sounds really, really bad, but living in the basement of your mom's house, given the fact that you're 22 years old and you are working, so it's not like you're a 40-year-old fat piece of shit with no job and no prospect. But yeah, I was in the basement, quite literally moving up in the world now, because this is a one-floor condo, so I'm not in the basement anymore. But yeah, everything's going real good. I got my computer in. I haven't moved in completely yet, but I would like to move in relatively soon. Finances are not a big problem. Me and my girlfriend both have really good jobs, and we got a steal for this condo. This condo is only $60,000. It's relatively small. It's like borderline studio. It's living room, kitchen, bathroom, and bedroom, but it has a whole lot of closet space. So it's $60,000, and you know what? It's not even a big deal. If I could jump at the chance to move out, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm very, very excited to finally take that step. It'll be the first time I move out of the house. And me and my girlfriend hopefully are gonna become, homeowners at at the age of 22. So, that's I guess that's really good considering where the economy is right now. Right now is the time to buy. So if you're looking for a condo or a house, jump on it now, because everything is insanely low. That's what her realtor told her. So yeah, so that's why it's all different. It's the bedroom. You see, the color isn't the greatest. She wanted green. And I'm a kind of guy where if I want a color, it's gonna be like an outgoing color. Like if it's gonna be green, it's gonna be green. Or if it's gonna be red, it's gonna be fucking like Coke can red. She got this quiet little green color. I'm not complaining, because that's what she wanted. So whatever. It's something that she wanted, and I'll take the fall for that one. I'll let her do what she wants. But a couple other updates. I know that Ford Focus. Fuck, what we got left? What do we got left in the Focus? Yesterday I went and got a windshield. It was a free windshield. It was covered by the insurance, completely free. I took it to Stay-Flight. Brand new windshield, no issues at all. They did a really, really good job with it. So I finally got that damn windshield replaced. If you guys noticed, there was a big ass crack that went all the way from the top of the window all the way to the bottom side. So yeah, he replaced. As far as that other video, I know I posted a video, I don't even know how long ago, it's probably like 3 weeks ago or something like that, about a transmission noise. That noise wasn't the transmission, and I'll explain it to this. The CV axle that I bought before, It was an AutoZone one. I think it was like a Duralast or some fucking aftermarket one. And that one, it started making noise. And what I did to diagnose the problem first was to I put the car up on jack stands, and I kind of I started the car, put the car in gear, and I let both tires spin. And then what I would do to isolate the noise, Eric, the car guy, actually kind of gave me the idea when he did his bad wheel bearing thing. Is you put it up on jack stands, and what I did, I didn't put one side down on the ground. What I did is I just took I had like an old boot that I had from, I don't even know. I put it on my foot and I just kind of stopped one side of the wheel because the Ford Focus isn't a lock differential, so I stopped one wheel, listened for the noise. If the noise wasn't there, I stopped the other wheel, listened for the noise. Lo and behold, I stopped the right side tire, or the passenger side tire, and the noise went away. So then I went and cocked the left side tire, and it was making noise again. So upon further inspection of that, I went ahead and I went in and looked at the CV axle. I noticed the CV axle was short. It was starting to come out of the transmission just a little bit, not too much. It was enough to cause a vibration under heavy acceleration, that was another thing that I was feeling. But I ended up buying a new Ford Motorcraft part, fucking $380 for that passenger side axle. But definitely, as far as Ford goes, do not get anything aftermarket unless it's something like non-essential. Because I took the old CV axle out and I put the new one in, and upon further inspection, I mean, I don't have it with me, but the passenger side has the carrier bearing that, obviously the axle goes into the transmission, and then, like it has the carrier bearing that gets supported to the frame, and then the rest of it goes out to the wheel. The carrier bearing on that was what was making the noise. The carrier bearing, after 3 months, was shot. It was already shot. I could sit there, I could spin it. I took it out and I spin it. It was just spinning freely and making noise, and that's where the noise was. So I got the Motorcraft part. It was $380, which is a big pain in the balls to pay, but it's definitely worth it now because the car, not only does it not have the making a sound anymore, but it's actually longer. And I didn't notice this when I took it apart the first time when I put the other axle in there, was that the Duralast one was maybe about that much shorter, maybe a couple inches. So that wouldn't fit perfect. It was short, and what it was doing is it was still attached to the wheel, but it was starting to slide out of the transmission end, which is causing the vibration under acceleration. So and the Duralast axle itself wasn't bad at all. It was the only thing that was bad was the fucking carrier bearing. The carrier bearing was shot. Everything else on the Duralast one was perfectly fine. The boots weren't ripped or anything like that. But you know what? I'm not going anything aftermarket anymore on that car. That car, it means way too much to me, and because Dad had owned it up until he passed away. That car means way too fucking much to me for me to be messing around with bullshit aftermarket stuff that's not even gonna fit right. So as much as expensive as anything is for OEM quality, I'm gonna end up doing it, and I recommend for anybody who's got a Ford, do it, because I've heard other things like the motor mounts. You go to the parts store for a motor mount. Motor mount is the same way. It's gonna last you maybe 2 or 3 months, and then it's gonna start, it's gonna go bad and other stuff like that. Which that's another thing that I did do. Actually, the same day that I replaced the CV axle, I was kind of on a rampage. I went and bought a new motor mount, the top side passenger motor mount, and got that fixed. And what a difference that made! I mean, it was vibrating on the inside like it was crazy. Like you could hear all the vibrations coming through. Like the dash, I got the top center console thing that's on the roof, that would be vibrating. The steering wheel was like, vibrating like crazy. ever since I changed that motor mount, dude, it's like dead fucking silent. So it's a big, big, big thing. That motor mount made a huge difference. But yeah, the only thing I have left now is I got the windshield replaced, I got the motor mount fixed, the CV axle fixed. I still need to replace the catalytic converter. I know I did a video on that. I'm trying to look into it to see if it's a bad cat or if it's just an O2 sensor because it's acting weird. My check engine light goes on and then it goes off. But as I showed you in that other video, my check engine light wasn't even on when I did that video on how to check the catalytic converter. And it was still, that second O2 sensor was still bouncing up and down when it shouldn't be. So I'm trying to figure out if it's still the catalytic converter or if it's just an O2 sensor. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and save up the money and just knock the whole entire thing out. I'm gonna get the catalytic converter, get all new O2 sensors, and just be fucking done with it. But other than that, I got that. I probably want to put an aftermarket air filter in there too, because for some reason Ford thought it was a good idea to go with a sealed unit for air filters. And if you're a car guy like me, I don't like the fact that that an air filter is sealed and you can't change it. Because the car, I just don't like it. Car's got 95,000 miles on it. I don't like the fact that it's had the original air filter from day one, and now it's got 95,000 miles, and it just doesn't sit well with me. It may not be bad. That could just be me, being a car guy. It just doesn't sit well with me. That the fact that the original air filter from day one is still in my car. So might go with that, and I'm gonna fix up the exhaust, and pretty much from then, man, it's all just gonna be small stuff. I know I still gotta replace the mounting cables because I still haven't fixed those yet. I won't get around to those. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks for the mounting cables. It's not nothing major at all. So, other than that, the car's pretty much gonna be immaculate, guys, and I can't wait till it gets to that point. And pretty much it for the Focus. So, like I said, I appreciate the comments, guys. The comments, all the help, and all the subscribers, man. Thank you very much. You know, everybody who subscribes means they must like something about me or my channel. So that's awesome. I'm gonna continue to try and bring you guys much more videos. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna sign off now. My girlfriend's at work. I'm gonna like I said, I got the day off today, so I'm gonna kick back, have some beers, and watch some TV and fucking chill, man. So thank you guys for watching, and all the new subscribers. Thank you. Refer to your friends as this, man. I will try to help you out any way possible, and just thank you very much, guys. You guys have a great day, guys.